What up, boy? What up, though, good? What up, though? Yep, we talking about Matt Patricia, and he's officially our coach, official, and he held his press conference early, and he came out pretty well. You know, he wrote. You know, he had a speech he wrote. You know how the things go when they first get introduced. Had a speech written down on paper, and then they speak it to the public, and then they open up for questions, and then they can really speak what they really thinking about. You know how things go about that. But he spoke pretty well today, though. He really did. He spoke like he had some common sense, and he didn't act like a robot like Caldwell. Now, one thing I hope doesn't happen, he doesn't get lionized and be too PC. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one curse that all of our coaches get, is being lionized. Lionized. So, but at the same time, though, you can see he got some swagger. He got the swagger. Look at the bow tie. Just the colors. The Honolulu blue. Look at the blue and the silver. Look at the blue and silver. And then the Lions emblem on his damn sports jacket. Look at that. Look at that. It looks nice. Look nice. And then he had to trim down the beard to be professional since he going into a new environment. You know the Fords don't play that. He can't look like he worked behind a Coney Island and shit. He can't look like that. Not his first day. He couldn't look like that. Now, as time goes along, he can wear whatever he want, but he couldn't look like he work at the deli. He work at a deli shop or some shit. He can't look like that, man. Or a goddamn auto mechanic or something. You know what I mean? But anyway, who cares how he looks? Shoot. All I care about is winning. He could have a goddamn full-fledged beard at the highest peak, and he could have long hair like women. He could have long hair like a Super Saiyan. I don't care. As long as he wins us rings, division titles, and whatnot, and win us playoff games. I don't care. So that's the whole focus of being in the NFL, is to win championships. If you're not here to win championships, then what's your purpose? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel with every coach that's been fired from the Lions. If you don't have a purpose to go to the Super Bowl and win, what's your purpose? I know you're going to say, why are you setting your standards up so high? That's because you're supposed to. You're supposed to have high standards for yourself and others on your team. You want to take the next step. You want to win. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of being in a game? You're there to win. So, yeah, man. Sure, he came in his press conference. He talking about, let me get a little comfortable. And he put the pencil in his ear. Now, they asked some good questions and all that, but they also asked a couple of dumbass questions. Now, Carlos Monarez, I ain't going to listen. Carlos Monarez, he did ask a dumbass question in this damn press conference. He be saying some dumb shit. He a fake motherfucker. He talking all this cash money grip shit about Matt Patricia, but when he there, though, he ain't want to say too much. Matt Patricia, he probably gonna blow his shit out after the damn press conference, though. He probably gonna see him one time, man, or one time before the season over, man. He gonna meet him behind the alley and beat the fuck out of his old Mexican ass. And I ain't got nothing against Mexicans. None of us do. He just gonna beat his ass. That's it. But anyway, with that being said, though, the real thing is, will Matt Patricia bring a defense here? Will he bring multiple sets? Because that's what the Patriots are known for, bringing multiple sets on defense. The 3-4, 4-3. I want to see all that if we can. 3-4, 4-3, 4-4, 4-6, nickel, wide 9, dime, 5-2, all that stuff. We bring it, man. I want to know what he and what defense he would fit for the team we play against that week. We can't be too comfortable in one defense. And another question, will you blitz more, man? Because that's something Terrell Austin failed to do is blitz. He didn't want to blitz worth nothing. He didn't blitz worth a damn. He only blitzed like once every 7 games and shit. He'll blitz like once every 4 or 5 games. Like, you don't blitz enough. That's why you don't get no pass rush as well. You don't blitz your linebackers. Never. You very seldom blitz your linebackers and safeties. Barely do that. You barely do that. I never see that. I'm always seeing the safeties dropping back in coverage. Ain't nothing wrong with them covering people. But damn, sometimes for you to get a stop on defense, you're going to have to send extra rushers. Because sometimes, depends on the quarterback, they can't react quick enough to the blitz. And that's what Matt Patricia, I hope he brings that to Detroit. I'm not saying blitz on every down, but bring more pressure to the quarterback or to the running back or whoever out the backfield more than Terrell Austin did, because that failed. That failed. And Matt Patricia, if it, anything else, the biggest improvement must be on the defensive side of the ball. If nothing else, we need to be elite on defense. Since you're a defensive-minded coach with multiple sets. Now, people going to say, well, look at his defense. I'm tired of these Lions fans talking dumb shit. Now, I'm not being super duper optimistic, but I'm 50-50 on. I'm just a wait and see guy. But with that being said, though, I'm not overly negative about Matt Patricia. I mean, his defense been top 10 defensive scoring team in the NFL for the past 5-6 years. Actually, about past 5 or 6 years. So, I hope he bring that mentality to Detroit. I don't want to be a defense that break. Never. Hell, if you can get it to a point that the defense never really bends, that would be even greater. Because this team got more talent on the defensive side than the Patriots had this season. And people criticizing his defense in the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? You talking about a Philadelphia Eagles offense that was top 5 in scoring and top 5 in almost every category. A top 5 offense in general. You talking about actually a top 3 offense in general. And then you talking about a team that lacked talent on the defensive side of the ball all year long. So, of course, you won't be able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You won't do nothing. You can't do anything about it. So, hell, what can you say? You can't stop the other team from scoring if your talent is garbage. No Dante Hightower, no Malcolm Butler in that game. None of that, man. Calvin Noy is your best player, and he's not even great. But I think with the talent we got on the defensive side, he got a secondary to work with in Darius Slay, Glover Quinn, Quandre Diggs, Tease Tabor. You could develop him. If you're a good coach, you could develop him. You could develop the young talent like Jamal Agnew, put him in the nickel, you know. So, yeah, man, we got talent on the defensive side of the ball. Just Caldwell didn't know how to take them to the next step. Caldwell, he didn't want to make them take risks on the defensive side or none of that. Sometimes the defense play too scared a little too often. So, with that being said, I hope the coaching staff of this team doesn't hold our players back from their potential. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still disappointed in some of y'all Lions fans and some of y'all saying, oh, the defense going to suck. I mean, if the defense going to suck, I'm going to own up to it. Like, yeah, you're right. Our defense do suck. It does. But right now, you can't say that he haven't coached not one down in the NFL as a head coach. You can't say that. What the hell happens if somehow Patricia come up in here and the Lions be a top 10, top 15 defense in the NFL? Really top 10 defense in the NFL. Then what you gonna say? I didn't say that. I always said he was good on defense. I always said he was good. What you talking about? I knew you were good. I knew it already. I knew it. Come on, man. But the offensive side, man, him keeping Jim Bakuda is a question. It's a question. It's a question. It's definitely a question. Because his offense is garbage, in my opinion. He called nothing but screens all day. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles, they emulate some of the Lions' offensive schemes. I'm not going to lie. Even some plays in the Super Bowl, they did that the Lions did. So, but they did it in a much better way because they had a running game. We don't. I think this, Norman said it best earlier today. He said it best. The Lions the Eagles are a better built version of the Lions. And that's exactly true. In my opinion, they exactly like the Lions, except they got they got better running backs, a slightly better offense. They got a better offensive line that's better coached. They got a better coached offensive line. And the receiver core, as far as talent level, honestly, is not better than ours, but they got better coaches. That's it. More put together. So the Lions could turn it around like that too. They could be a good team like the Eagles. They could turn around and be a good team and win the Super Bowl. We could be the next team to end our drop. I hope he'd be the coach that does it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I ain't gonna say too much about this though. I'm about to end this though. I'm gone. Peace.